Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another review. This is for Love is Blind, Season 3 After the Altar. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It was boring. It was boring. So I'm gonna lump all three of the After the Altar episodes into one review, and it's not even gonna be a formal review. We just gonna talk. We gonna have a conversation. Let's rant a little bit. Let's get down in the comments and talk about this. Let's chat about it. I want to know where y'all think Love is Blind is going from here because there's a steady decline in each season, if you ask me. But before we do, be sure to thumbs up the video if you enjoy. Check out my other content. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel because if you've been here before, you know I'm trying to grow my channel. So make sure to subscribe. So let's just do couple by couple. Nancy and Bartice. They ain't give us hardly nothing, but what we do know, her family still ain't seeing it for him. They don't like him, and she's still sleeping with him. She's talking about she want to be friends. It's giving very much friend with benefits, like two friend. Girl, why do you want to be his friend? Like, for what reason? Y'all don't have children together. Y'all don't have years invested. You have investment properties and everything else with your ex, but you hung up on Bartice, who can't even comb his hair. I'm not understanding what you're hanging on to. Like, I need for my good sis Nancy to pick her dignity up off the floor and go on about her business. Like, make him miss you. Make him realize what he missed. Like, girl, you are the catch. You are the prize. He's still trying to figure life out. You got all this stuff going for you, and you sitting up here clinging on to Bartice, who does not care, could not care less. He said you're not his type, said all these terrible things. Everybody's wondering when was this filmed because she couldn't have seen the episode yet. When he said his type, didn't he say his type was like a tall blonde? Or am I confusing him with Cole? I don't know. Because y'all be up on Cole when Bartice be just quietly sliding by. Bartice need that same energy, if not more. Bartice is worse, in my opinion. But finally, Alexa had a birthday party, and at the party, Nancy decided to let him know, listen, we just can't keep doing this no more. Like, you ain't gonna just have access to me and my goodies. She didn't say that, but allegedly, you ain't gonna have access to me anymore. Like, we need to end the friendship. Of course, he said he only see her as a friend. He don't want nothing from her, but he want to keep the door cracked because he want to have access to her, and so he can use her up when he wants to. But I'm glad she finally, put her foot down and said no. Do I believe that she's really done? No. I think if he call her and say the right thing, she gonna come crawling back. Like, block his number. Don't speak to him no more. It didn't work. He said, you ain't gonna tell me no at the altar and still think that we can be friends. Friends for what? Please. Moving on, Alexa and Brennan, they were also pretty dry. I guess they were supposed to be like our it couple. Like, they were supposed to be the couple. Like, I guess giving Lauren and Cameron energy, they do not. Because like everything, the main event was based around her birthday. We started with with them going to her family member's house. He said his family converted over to Judaism. I don't know if he was just joking. Like, I thought he was just joking. I don't know if they were just being respectful and just there, but I don't know. I don't know if he was serious or not. But Alexa seemed like she sure had a lot of making up to do for that comment she made about his lackluster performance in the bedroom, because now she's overdoing it, trying to prove like, oh, we just have sex all the time. Sex, sex, sex. That's all we do. It's so good. It's so amazing. You trying to convince us or yourself, because it's not giving what you think it's giving. It's not doing what you think it's doing. Like, I'm not convinced. Brenda was like, oh, it's okay. She's like, no, more than okay. Even better than that. So then Alexa has her birthday party. Oh, before that, they were walking the dogs, and then they sit down on the side of the road, like on the street, and out of nowhere, Brennan brings, like, he has this baby onesie, and it said Team whatever their last name is, and I'm like, did the producers tell y'all to do that? Because why? She's not pregnant. So why do you have this baby onesie? Like, I don't understand where this is even coming from. She sits with her stepmom and she tells her, like, oh, we're not pregnant, but we're not doing anything to prevent it. Like, if it happens, it happens. So clearly it ain't happened yet. So why do we have onesies and all that? Like, according to them, it's been a year. Let's give it some time. What is the rush? I don't understand. But clearly, that's what they want to do. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, I don't see it's just like Married at First Sight. And I think this is the same producers. Just like the couples ain't lasting over there, I don't see any of these couples making it over on this side either. But they have her birthday party. A lot of people wasn't feeling the birthday dress. I kind of wasn't either, like saving for the bedroom type of thing. But Brendan confronted Cole about his ill feelings towards him and Zainab. Not your place, none of your business. I can't even believe you still dragging this on. Like, mind your business, not your relationship. So then we have, who do we have next? Raven and SK. So apparently, he comes back. He been flying back and forth between Texas and California, and now they got a place together. But I thought she didn't want to get a place with him while he was in school. She wanted him to pay all the bills and everything. Now all of a sudden, he working full time. He's flying there. Like, I don't know. I don't think they living together. I think she in her same old apartment, and they putting on a show. Like, to me, I feel like she knew what was up. All the stuff that came out later about what he was doing, him cheating. I think she kind of had an idea, but they wanted to put on for the show. But they claim they're living back and forth in this empty apartment with no pictures hung up, nothing, nothing on the tables, don't look lived in. So later on, his brother comes to visit, and he telling him like he want to propose to her again. And his brother's like, what? In disbelief. Like, not when you out here in the streets, you want to propose again? She talking about thinking about moving to California, giving all these reasons. Like, I don't want to go here, too cold. I don't want to go there, too windy. Just say you want to go to California because that's where you want to go. And that's how you going to go. You going to go with him. But I don't really see a lot of chemistry between them like they claim to have. We didn't see his mama. That's all I wanted to see. But he ends up at the end proposing. And since they supposed to be going out for dinner, I didn't see them have dinner. They didn't eat. He had this grand gesture. Somebody was playing the violin, looked very staged, predictable. But she said yes. It was a nice ring and a nice moment. And they were just standing there drinking afterwards with no food in sight. And then it says a few months later, the engagement ended. And we know why. So she said she confirmed he did cheat on her. And she felt played. Like he played her twice. Whew, the embarrassment. I hope she does not give him another chance. Like, don't give him no more chances. He don't deserve them. Let him go and be in the streets where he want to be. But I think this is a nice coming for her. Everybody knows she's single. She got her Pilates thing going, so she's fine. She's good to go. But it's just the hurt that he played you twice. And she didn't even really want to give him a chance. She didn't even like him like that to begin with. So, who? Who? Are we missing anybody? Matt and Colleen. Matt and Colleen, he still looked like he giving a little, anger issues, maybe a little DV. They not living together still. Now, when they first said it at the reunion, that's why it's like, what's the timing of this? Is this right after the reunion? Because he's talking about he don't want to spend $5,000 to end his lease and all this stuff. And even Brendan was like, but it's been a year. That lease one came and went. The lease ended. Both of y'all renewed. She was living with a roommate. She got her own place. Like, y'all renewed y'all leases and y'all are still living separate. They're trying to justify it and say, oh no, we're taking our time. This works for us. Even his family was like, look, this is not what married couples do. You can't just get into a fight and just go back to your apartment. You're supposed to be living together and sticking it out and living like a married couple. I mean, I know some people, it works for them, but typically married couples live together. And it's like, y'all can't say y'all married and y'all never experienced being together for a significant period of time. Now they talking about they want to buy a house. I would not make such a big purchase when y'all don't even know if y'all want to be around each other in an apartment, let alone buying a house and committing to that. Because then if it don't work out, then you got to get out of this mortgage and you got to get out of the marriage. I think they should just get a nice little apartment and start there. But I give it another year. She don't really want to be with him. It's like she almost scared of him. I don't know. Even Raven was like, they always fighting. She's talking about he got a drink limit at the party because she know he be in there acting a fool and really showing his true colors. He was giving Tupac energy when he was drinking the last time. So, I mean, I don't know. But all this trying to justify why they don't live together, something in the milk ain't clean. And then we have Cole and Zenab. I don't know why Cole and Zay are talking. She can't stop talking about him. She says she's in therapy. It's good. Stay in therapy. But it's like she can't get her mind off of him. If you're content with your decision and the way you went out and how you called him out at the altar in front of everybody, then be content with it. Don't try to explain it away. Don't try to justify it. They haven't seen each other in a long time. So, of course, this is a cast production. They got to talk. And he was telling her with the cutie situation, with the tangerines, he didn't think it was that big of a deal. He didn't realize that she was offended. We saw the playback. I didn't hear anything offensive. So, yes, he's done a lot of offensive things, like constantly lusting over Colleen and talking about her looks and her personality. But when it came to them oranges, he didn't do anything. So she's like, I don't see how. And she said, like he was saying, oh, I thought, you played me at the altar. And she's like, well, what did you think I was going to say? This time he said he thought she was going to say no. Now before he said he thought she was going to say yes. So which one is it? It's not making sense. But he did say I thought we were going to date afterwards, and he did say that before. Like he thought she said no, that they were still going to try to work on a relationship afterwards. But I don't know why. Like it didn't seem like y'all got along at all. And then she was just nitpicking and looking for reasons to get out of it, if you ask me. But she's like, okay, and what about all the nice things I said? It's kind of overshadowed by all the bad things you said. But they start chit chatting some more. I ain't gonna lie, I tuned out because who cares at this point? Y'all not together, so whatever. And I guess they resolved the issue. She said at the end she had to do it all over again. She's still saying she would have done it with him. I don't know why. Why would you do it with him if he was so awful? Why would you do it with him again? When she said it the first time on the reunion, it sounded crazy, and it sounds crazy now. But that was pretty much it. It gave nothing. Like, honestly, I would rather have an After the Altar part 2 with Ayana and Jared and see what's going on with them and their divorce over these couples, because none of them are giving anything. I'm waiting for the few who stayed together to say they're getting divorced and say, but mind y'all business, we going our separate ways, but respect our privacy. And then we can just move on and forget about this season. So we'll see what next season has to bring. If y'all watched, let me know. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.